can move on, right, to the next speaker. Right. We have one more key speaker coming up. Brother Larry Daniels, baby, would you like to say something about it?
Well, I would like to say something. About our prophet, I'd like to speak on that because, see, what I want us to know that all prophets is born among the people that they come to save, that they come to raise up. And see, other nations had prophets, but the prophet came speaking in their tongue. See, and that's what we don't understand because they hid this fact from us that a prophet came to save us because we were other than who we were. Other than who we actually are. Because, see, everything is governed by laws. Everything is governed by laws. And if you are considered not in the human family, if you don't have a descendant line, you don't have no more rights in this piece of paper. So when it's not what they call you, it's what you answer to. Yeah, they stamped our birth certificate, color, Negro, African American, so on and so forth. None of these names or titles you can trace back to the man of the great God, because that's exactly where you come from. So when they did that, and like I said, it's not what they call them, it's what you ask them. So when our prophet, noble Jew Ali, Timothy Drew, and then he was noble Jew Ali, and then his high name is El Hajj Sharif Abdul Ali.
Yes.
And now we're talking about, God in the flesh. See, a prophet is the great God manifested in the flesh to come to raise up a people, because it's always the Palestinian nation is always enslaving people, and see, mental slavery is the worst slavery. Because see, you run around having, but you don't really understand why they come and snatch you out the house. Why they come and snatch your children out the house. And why they feed you food stamps. Like the bird getting fed the seeds, the chick. See, that's how they treat us. But see, what we need to understand is there's two tools that the Caucasian using on us. The two tools are what? The educational system and Christianity. See? And as long as he using these tools on our children, because see, we're not educating someone took over our whole lives. So see, when we was released from slavery, they jumped right in because see, the North and the South was fighting. But then they said, you know what? We just fighting over these so-called niggas. Look, we want the same thing. We want labor, free labor, slave labor, like they paying us right now, slave wages. You can't really. But see, the thing is, they joined forces. They came up with an idea. Hey, let's just change the Constitution, change a few words up, and they don't know. They be in control from everything outside of themselves. Because see, our ancestors taught us what? To look within. Because see, the only enemy that man has is what? Within himself. Once he conquered that enemy, he has conquered all foes. So that's what we need to teach our children. And see, right now, another man is pulling us out of our mother's womb. Another man is telling us who we are, and 1 + 1 is 2. See, we're being controlled by another culture, another man, and who don't love us. Who would rather spit on us than pick us up. So when we understand these things, these facts, it's time to think different. See, as a man thinketh, like the brother said, so is he. So once we start to educate our own children, then we're going to see some changes. Because see, everything is made in love. And that's what we are. See, we don't hate the Caucasian because we were enslaved, because it was our fault we were enslaved. Because every nation lived by principles. And our principles is love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And see, we have our seal, we have our flag, national flag, and we have our emblem. And all nations have these things. We didn't know. know why we didn't understand these things? Because another man was educating us from a child, pulling us from our mother's womb, telling us we black, and telling us he's white. There's no such thing as a white man or a black man. Black and white is not a color, it's a status. And guess who's on the bottom? Even by his dictionary, black means nasty, dull, and white means pure. So why we continue telling our children that white man over there? And you black? No, that's not true. And see, the truth is the only thing that makes men free. And you can tell when you look around at our community that somebody has told us a lot. Because see, we don't have that unconditional love for one another. But we have to learn these things. Because they took a lot of good things of us. They just took it away. They separated us from our goodness. Because see, we made it pure love. And once we live by, see, the universe and everything you see is love. Just because somebody come in your corner acting all crazy and doing that, if you start reflecting what they are, you know better than him. Just like I told my son, you know, his stepdaddy and him was arguing. And he left the house. And then he came, he said, Dad, Mom was right there watching us. I said, well, what was you doing? Well, he was starting this with me, and we went back and forth. I said, well, she was looking at both of y'all at the same thing. Y'all didn't look different. Now, if you had said, well, okay, fine. Got you, but I didn't come over here. I see y'all later, blah, blah. If you had did respect, that's his house. So if you had gave him respect and showed love, then you love him. And you walk on, and guess what? Your mother would have seen the difference. She would have probably, you didn't have to say anything. She probably would have told him, saying, not cool, now you know you was wrong. Because you were going like this, and y'all look alike now. But if you stand up there and discipline yourself, you know what I'm saying? Because see, that's what we have to learn. We have to learn to love instead of hate. I'm talking about unconditional love, like what Gray I do, what James do, what we do, because they do for the community. And they're not up there talking about what's for me, what I'm gonna get. Because guess what? The universe don't feed you. I know, I'm a witness. Because as long as you are who you're supposed to be, you're acting out, you're being who you are, right? You are divine love. And that's what he took from us. That's why he educated us. Because he don't want us to love one another. That's why he got us looking at these different programs. And I'm talking about your child got beta waves, alpha waves, and all these going through his brain. You don't know enough about your child to let another man get into his head. But you let your child sit there, you lay your baby down and let them watch the TV, these subliminal messages all day. I'm talking about an infant. And then I see infants, you know, instead of paying them attention, we'll lay them in front of the television, a cartoon. Mm-hmm. And then we'll allow our children to watch cartoons all day. Cartoons kill them. Mm-hmm. They kill them. And then we let them play these killer games all day. And then we look at them and say, look at that boy. Now they don't, you know what they did just then? They separated you from your youth. Because they got your youth acting crazy. And they got you saying, look at him. But guess what? The music and the foul music and things that come through our radio station don't come through his. I listen to their radio station. They don't talk about this one. They don't talk about Georgia. Because guess what? They church will get on the radio station. They will protest if that's coming into their homes. But when you listen to our radio station, we property. Everything is ruled by what? Laws. So if you're outside of law, nobody mistreating you. You just don't know who you are. So it's like Roger talk. It's about status and jurisdiction. What's your status? African American, black, colored. These are property names given to property during the time of slavery from 1779 to 1865. Slavery was actually legal right here in this country, on your land. But what told you from your land is when they told you from your name. See, you don't have a descendant line. The great God ain't never gave a black man nothing. See, I tell people all the time, I don't mean no harm. But African American, he ain't nothing but a domesticated nigga. He's domesticated. And the only way to get undomesticated is to teach yourself who you are. Teach yourself who you are, teach your children. My grandchildren don't eat that McDonald's. See, I don't eat animals. Because see, I know that my mom, she got, my dad got high blood sugar, cancer. My brother got, I don't take no medicine. I'm not a follower, I'm a leader. Because our ancestors told us, say, know thyself. Don't let another man define you. You need to eat chicken. And look, I tell you like this. I tell anybody, I use this narrative. I say, if you grab any animal, even if you catch a fish, first thing you're gonna feel is what? A jerk. The fish got a zest for life. If you grab a chicken by its neck or a duck or anything, what are you gonna do? You can almost hear them but see, they want you to look past his pain and think that you need that. No, you don't need no dead animals. And salt dries up your capillary banks. I studied a little chemistry. But the thing that we have to understand is that we have become his product, even the way we live, the way we eat, the way we think. So in other words, okay, you out, your mom and your dad out, they go, now where the children at? Okay, now they out, they go, where their children at? We just we products on the production line. They don't expect us to use our brain. They are expecting us to go along with the education system, which is not educating us, it's dumbing us down. They expecting us to look outside ourselves for somebody riding in on a cloud, gonna come in and save us. America and see the Caucasians, masters of illusion. They got us thinking we somebody else other than who we are. But I tell you, brother, if you want to change the way you think. And once you change the way you think, you will change your actions. And then once we change our action, we change the world. Because guess what? The whole world is waiting on us. They're waiting on the Moors to wake up and be ourselves. Because when we fail, everything fails.
That's right. Yeah.
That's right.
We don't know it because we all mixed up in the mess. But we got to do better. And we got to teach our children that, look, if you need salt dry the capillaries. And once the capillaries, which bring all type of images in, and then your skin start to get wrinkled. And then you start to go into quick too. A lot of things that we learn. But see the brother right there, Sekou got the book of fire right there. If anybody want to buy that book, get that book. And he got a good six part too. But the book of fire got a lot of information in it. That's our grandchildren. Like, see, we ancient. When you see those people over there, they modern. See, they Allah walk by and go and kill somebody. We don't do that. That's not a true moral. That's not a true personal love. See, and when you want to think ancient, you think of the Moors. When you want to think modern, you think of those over there that, see, the Caucasians spread itself on, colonized the whole earth right now. But see, he couldn't put the light completely out because we that light. And we've been rekindled to show our people how to love, because they never knew. See, love is unconditional. Like Gray, all of them, they give, fix houses, feed, and they're talking about what's for me or getting something back, because guess what? They were already prepared for this. Because a lot of our friends be like, Dad, Grady, y'all be paying for people's funerals, y'all mom left y'all ain't gonna have that. And I said, you know what? If you're not the type of person to ask that question, that's why the universe is speaking. If you're the type of person that said, because we've been conditioned. It's not us, it's us acting out what we've been conditioned. I got mine, you go get yours. You ain't never did nothing for me. You want to hold on to anything, but once you understand that you love divine, and you start to just be who you are. I retired without 55. I don't work for nobody unless I want to. Because it's all about being who you are, and the universe start feeding. It's all about stop eating the animal because he won't like it too. If you grab by the end about you shake. He's shaking. As a matter of fact, he's releasing a lot of adrenaline right there. And guess who eating it? That's poison. And we wonder why our great-grandma not here. She could still be here if y'all teach our moms and daddies how to eat, you know, because y'all learn how to eat and they see y'all doing good and I don't get sick. And then once they see you doing good, and then they start to follow. The only reason they're not here is because they be given a dead diet, just like they be given a dead word of God. But today we practice pure love.
It's
From here. So that's what I want to say. I just want to give it to y'all the way I got it. Because I know what works for me. And it's real. Because see, this is a spiritual book. A divine spiritual book. And our prophet, their heart shall reap by doing it. Born right among the people who he came to save. But they hid that from us. They will not teach that in their schools. Believe that. But we teaching you right now today. Open up your mind and be love divine. Peace and blessings.
Again, thank you for your patience. We're about to wrap up. We only got a few more. This young lady here, her name is Amira. I'm not going to reveal the other part. She can do that if she wants. But
I'm his daughter.
anyway, she's going to perform a little song that's relevant to the situation. And when you pay close attention to the words, and then we're going to bring our guest speaker up. And that's going to be definitely a treat. A blessing, but a divine blessing. So, is everybody getting something? We're going to eat some food, but hopefully, right, we fed you something for your mind, for your future. And everybody has a pamphlet.
If you have not gotten one of the flyers, we would like you to attend our study group here in Columbia. If you haven't gotten one of these flyers, you're welcome to get one so that you can know where we meet and when we meet. It is very, very important so that you can get the information you need to keep yourself free and to make you a national. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Bull. Sister Teresa Bull-Beck. Also, for your information, Miss Bull has an African bookstore. Any book that you want, she has it, and if she don't have it, she can get it. Let me give you a little history. Miss Teresa Bull-Beck was the first woman, the first person to have a so-called African bookstore in the state of South Carolina. She's a historian, brothers and sisters. I mean, profound historian. Are you ready? All right, Miss Amira.
We don't know which way to go. We don't know which way to go. Looking back at our reflection, so many questions brings pros. We don't know which way to go. We don't know which way to go. Looking back at our reflection, so many questions brings pros. Hands up, don't shoot. If they do, we go and lose. We still lose, nothing proof. Neighborhoods are burning on the news. No justice, no peace. You can't defeat the enemy. If we can't believe, then we blinded so we cannot see. So we don't know which way to go. We don't know which way to go. Looking back at your reflection, so many questions brings pros. We don't know which way to go. We don't know which way to go. Looking back at your reflection, so many questions brings pros. Let me ask a question. Were you taught that you were blessed? Cheated out of life lessons. Intellect had been arrested. All the time that they invested to strip away your reflection. All diseases that they tested, our flesh injected. And now we all been infected, and our uprise, they suppressed it. And yes, we fought to address it, but all we do is get rejected. With all the power that we hold, they control to make you bold. Distort your mind to keep you low, convince you have a cursed soul. So we don't know which way to go. We don't know which way to go. Looking back at your reflection, so many questions brings froze. We don't know which way to go. We don't know which way to go. Looking back at your reflection, so many questions brings pros. Hands up, don't shoot. If they do, we go and loot. We still lose, nothing proved. Neighborhoods still burning on the news. No justice, no peace. You can't defeat the enemy. If we can't believe, then we blinded so we cannot see. So we don't know which way to go. We don't know which way to go. Looking back at your reflection, so many questions brings pros. We don't know which way to go. We don't know which way to go. Looking back at your reflection, so many questions brings bows. Ball up your fist and hold it up like this. Show them that we will resist. Control minds is a myth. Separation won't exist. Kings and queens uplift. We are gods and goddesses. The supreme heart is in the gist. The energy that is bliss. These are things you can't forget. Breaking chains, don't submit. United Nations, we commit. Standing strong, and we coming. Open minds, many numbers. Third eye, out of slumber. Revolution, no asunder. Now we know which way to go. Now we know which way to go. Come together as one. It's bedtime. Let's go. Now we know which way to go. Now we know which way to go. Come together as one. It's bedtime. Let's go. Hands up, don't shoot. If they do, we gonna loot. We still lose, nothing proved. Neighborhoods still burning on the news. No justice, no peace. You can't defeat the enemy. If we can't believe in, we blinded so we cannot see.
We don't care what your religion.
Awesome, sister. Beautiful.
Our children, this generation we're looking at right now, he said they're going to come into this world with their eyes wide open.
That's right.
See, they don't have those angles that we have. They're looking from a whole different perspective. They don't care, you understand, about, well, don't you do this, don't you do that. They're looking for something new. They're looking for something righteous. They're looking for us to stand up for them, because that's standing up for our future. And believe me, if you don't know it by now, Trump's gonna let you know. Okay. So, and that, again, thank you for your patience.